Hello, all you ghosts and ghoulies out there. Welcome to the first ever Flying Fluffy Hockey Halloween live stream. We have an exciting lineup of frightful entertainment for you tonight. So we are just going to give about 5 minutes for everybody to file in to gather everyone. Hello, Derek. Hello, Metallic Coaster. Hello, Bolvar says, me and the fam are retreating to Red Robin to weather this storm that is Halloween. What exactly is wrong with your Halloween? So, oh yeah, that's right. You haven't had rain in a month going through a drought. Yeah, we've had next to no rain for that long as well. We're supposed to actually get some rain tonight. We're supposed to get some a little bit of showers later tonight. Well after the trick-or-treaters are done. Not that we ever get any trick-or-treaters over here. So yes. I shall just give everybody a few more minutes to line up. All right, so Craig says, looking good, Cap. Thank you. Bolvar says, my neighborhood has increased in number of teenagers. More importantly, the kind that run from the police and steal the whole bowl of candy, so they ruined it for everybody. No, Metallic, we do not get trick-or-treaters. We haven't had any trick-or-treaters since we moved here. It's too rural. You literally have to drive at least 100 feet down your driveway to even get to your house. Hello, Daniel. So, hey, Dad, just give me a thumbs up if you can hear me right now. Okay, great. So, yeah, Kyle gets all the candy for himself. Well, this year, I don't really, we don't usually buy the candy. We've done it a couple times. This year, Jaws bought at the store. He bought like these cream cheese filled pumpkin cupcakes. I believe that's what they were. And he also bought churros. Derek says we don't get trick-or-treaters. Think we've had 5-10 total since we lived here. Last one was 2010. So Dad, how about 5 more minutes to let more people come in? Okay, yeah. At 8:10, we shall start the night's festivities. So I did actually get a couple pieces of candy from the local post office earlier today when we stopped to drop off packages at the post office. They have the post office is one of your best bets around here to get candy. And I got myself a tiny bag of Skittles and a couple of double packs of Starbursts. Bolvar says, so since Jaws is bald, is he gonna paint himself purple and be Thanos? Oh, he's wearing plenty of costumes tonight, but Thanos is not one of them. Happy Halloween, Icy. What candy is my favorite? Well, I have a weakness for fruit flavored candy, so Starburst was like one of the first artificial colored candies I ever deliberately deliberately ate, even though it was against the rules when I was a kid. And I also like Skittles. I just tried a couple of Jolly Ranchers, and they're pretty good. And also my favorite like chocolate bars. There's like Milky Way, Three Musketeers, Take Fives. Take Fives are amazing. Captain Kyle. Yeah. I'm wearing the giant A on my forehead as part of this helmet, so I guess technically I'm one of the assistant captains, which means for all you know, I could be dressed up as Ekblad. Right, Dad? Yeah. So yeah, we've got a very special program. Expect a lot of funny and spooky shenanigans because this is the first time my dad and I have ever done this for Halloween, and we hope you all enjoy it. We've got some fun stuff to we've got some fun stuff to share. Hey Rosado, how you doing? JC says, where is Jaws' costume? You're about to find out. So yeah. This stream shall be all about tricks and treats. There's a couple of treats and also some of the worst nightmares the Florida Panthers have ever had, both the team and the fans. Jeff says, hello, Kyle. Greetings from Niagara Falls. Glad you could join us. We got just 2 minutes until we are going to start. Rosado says, oh God, do I have to watch Mike Matheson? Let's see. Okay, we've got 1 more minute to go. Bolvar says, I swear if Jaws is trying to be Black Widow and is struggling to get into that spandex suit, I might throw up. JC says, Jaws will dress up as a normal person due to spending all of her 364 days dressed like a crazy person, not to mention all skit costumes. Jeff, the Panthers actually play tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, I believe. 58 Music says, we are reliving the Vegas expansion draft if it's a nightmare. Okay. So, it is almost time. Yes, it is time. So, I shall go ahead on to start us off on Halloween night. I shall introduce you all to the spookiest storyteller you will ever know. He is the Polterjager.
Hello, my friends. Welcome to story time. I have a story for you tonight that you will not believe. It is one of the scariest stories that you could ever imagine. This story is about a man and his kid The man's name is Jaws. You won't believe. So our story begins many years ago when this man began a YouTube channel based upon the dilapidated corpse of an NHL franchise at that point, is the Florida Panthers. And over the many years, he is always, all he has to do is bitch and complain and moan and groan. Bitch and complain and moan and groan. That's, everybody loved to hear him go crazy, cocoa puss, cuckoo. And then one year, that they make all the way to the Stanley Cup final, and they lose, son of a bitch. Son of a bitch, lose. So then what happens? They come back the next year. And they have a renewed vigor. They have the fire inside of them to say, we will make it all the way back and we will win. Yes, we will. And the season is going quite well. Thank you. And March rolls around and his son goes on the vacation because it's his birthday. The team is doing so good. His son is having a fantastic time at Disney World.
And then one of the dogs pass away.
Supposed to be a scary story. Okay. So yeah, one of the dogs dies, but there is still another dog. There is still a beautiful Saint Bernard who has many years left. So back to the story. The Florida Panthers, they make the playoffs, of course. And then they get all the way to the Stanley Cup, and it looks like they're going to sweep. And then they lose game 5 and 4 and 6. They look like they're going to get reverse swept. But they do not. In the game 7, they finally win the cup, and the man can celebrate with his son and the dog, and they win the cup, and the man and the dog live happily ever after. What?
And then the Saint Bernard passes away.
What? Huh?
The Saint Bernard passed away like a week or so after the cup win.
Okay. Well, that sucks. Okay, so the one dog dies. They win the cup. The other dog dies. But at least the man has his girlfriend, right? Huh? She's been with him with all of the dogs dying. They've been together for 6 years. And he goes, what?
And then the girlfriend left 2 weeks after the dog passed away.
Oh, come on. That is cruel. Jesus Christ. Okay, so the dog died. They win the cup. The other dog died. The girlfriend leave after the dog. Jesus. Okay. So this is a very scary story. But at least the man had his brother Gene, his brother from another mother. They have been best friends since 5 years old, and the families did everything together. And he called his brother Gene, and he said, brother.
The brother from another mother's mother passed away around the same time that his girlfriends left him. And then the brother from another mother's first girlfriend and lifelong friend passed away 2 weeks after the mother's funeral.
You're just making shit up now. He's got... Okay, this is a scary story, I will admit. I am quite troubled by this. At least, I have it. At least the son and the man Jaws and the brother, at least they still had their football team, the Miami Dolphins. There is not...
Tua ran headfirst into a defender and got concussed in week 2. The team cannot offense without him, and then they blow a large lead and lose on a game-winning field goal in the week when he comes back. They look terrible. They are barely better than the Jets and Patriots.
I'm done.
I guess that was all the storyteller could take. You literally could not pitch the script to Hollywood for fear of it being rejected for being too goddamn sad and unrealistic. So, while we await for Jaws to join us, I shall go ahead and play one of our very first treats of the night. You shall see the annual process known as the pumpkin carving. Yeah, comforting bedtime stories indeed. So, here is me carving this year's ghoulish pumpkins, one of which you can see, one of which you saw a little bit of during the story time. You'll have to take some footage of the pumpkins, you know. Here we go. Time to gut those pumpkins. Yes, it is always a fun time carving pumpkins.
Trick or treat. Guess who showed up?
Hey!
Guess who's here for Halloween?
Oh!
Hey! Hey! It's almost like I showed up with 2.3 seconds left. All right, here, let's get rid of this blanket. We don't need the blanket there. All right, happy Halloween. So, what do we got next on the list? Go ahead.
Before the list, maybe at some point you shall give the folks a good look at the pumpkins I carved because all they've seen.
Well, they saw the one in the thing. I'll do that tonight. I'll do that last thing of the night. Yeah.
Yes.
I got the one. They were too low for the camera. They're too low for the
see.
camera. That's fun. Right. So, we're going to have a show for you tonight, as you've already seen. So we've got a special video here that we're going to play. And we've got 5 different segments. We're going to play the first one, and then we'll talk about it and maybe have something in between, and then go on to the next one and the next one. So, as you might guess, Kyle, go ahead and bring up, present. You don't need that on.
I don't.
No, you don't. We don't need to hear it. I guess we don't need to hear it really.
Well, one of us should hear it.
Remove that. And
there was no jump scare wedding at the end of that pumpkin video.
And go ahead and present.
Hello, Riley.
Put an HA, and it's going to start playing immediately here.
Hang on a second.
There we go. Oh, you can listen.
Yeah.
I've heard it enough today.
Now that you've had the treat, time for some tricks.
Dropped it off for Hedman. Hedman and Stamkos. Gallant parked in front. Stamkos scores! Corey! Stamkos threw it in the slot, and a great redirect by Corey Perry. Power play goal, and Tampa strikes first in game 2.
Very well as they put 2 layers in front of the net. And you're going to see this. Palat will go tight, but Perry will sneak up in the bumper position. 2 players, 2 options. Perry just gives Stamkos the target. Stamkos with a heavy shot. Now you're worried about him shooting the puck as well, and that's a bit of a decoy, and then he just throws it right on the stick. Corey Perry with a perfect tip. Our opportunity to overload the puck, get 3 players on.
This is game 2.
Gallant short-handed and behind Bobrovsky, and he reaches back in time.
Our opportunity to overload the puck, get 2 players on. Penalty, they do.
Now Gallant short-handed and behind Bobrovsky, and he reaches back in time.
Our opportunity to overload the puck, get 3 players on it, killing penalty, they do.
This is the same. This is the same clip. The same clip keeps looping.
It's been Hedman and Belmar.
There we go.
Yeah, it was highlights.
Puck kept
Their
inside by the
highlight.
Panthers. Now it's shot by Montour, stopped by Vasilevsky.
Oh, here is the most terrifying part.
Kucherov behind the Florida net.
Oh no!
Colton. Lightning with a 2-1 lead. Pass out front. And the Lightning are going to take a 2-0 lead in this best of 7 series.
The quick play by Andre Palat, and then 2 defensemen go below the goal line. Forsling is going on Kucherov. I don't know where Uyghur is going here. You got to hold the front of the net. Kucherov's not going to score from there.
Right.
Once he leaves the front of the net, Ross Colton is there, and he beats Sergei Bobrovsky top shelf.
Kucherov behind the Florida net. They score! Kucherov behind the Florida net. They score!
They just keep replaying it over and over again.
Okay, pause it. Just pause it. Yeah,
I paused
it. Okay. All right. So that was our first little torture session that we had ready for you. I'm gonna get up. I gotta get something over here. Kyle, check your paper there.
So
Okay.
all right. So let me go ahead and I shall exit the video for now. Oh yeah, I guess I just need to go back to.
Yeah, just remove. Yeah,
there we go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, I don't know if we have to restart it when we go. Is the file still there, or you just removed it?
I switched the presentation.
Okay, so we should be able to go back. Yeah.
Eisenite says, I'm taking back my super chats. There's a couple of... What just happened? Oh my god. The lights just went out. Are you kidding? Seriously?
Hey. What? Hey. Oh, God! Oh, God, God! Oh, God! Oh, what the fuck? Hey, no. I am Sasha. You think I'm not alive? You was wrong. Why you think Panthers win cup? Ha ha! Hee hee ha! Hey, what's going on? Why you light off? Why you light off?
Son of a
Why you light off?
How dare you take me over on the stream? Oh man.
What the hell's going on in here? I hear a bunch of racket going on outside.
Sasha's alive.
Sasha's sitting right there like he always is. What?
Don't trust that Sasha.
He's sitting right there.
He's alive.
You don't.
I had to fight him off with the shields.
You're imagining things. You. I don't know what kind of drugs you're on, but you definitely imagining things. Let's play the next clip. I mean, if you're just if you're just gonna imagine, there's all this sitting right there. He hasn't moved, and
don't make me use the shield again, Sasha.
what are you talking about? All right, what's next on the list? Good grief!
All right.
What do we got next? Oh, okay. So the next clip that we're going to watch is an oldie but goodie.
Yes.
Go ahead, Kyle. Do it.
Now,
this is before Kyle's time. He was not with me. He was nothing but a gleam in the eye when this happened.
Let's see. I am just enjoying. Let's see.
You're enjoying the chat. We'll go back and look at the chat.
You did just tie for the prayer. Stop the torture, my.
Go ahead, play the clip.
Okay, give me a second. So, Captain Kyle, please, for the love of the cats, go in there and save Bob. Well, now it is time to go to a time before Bob. A Bucks race has been.
Oh, Trey, you missed Uyghur. You'll have to watch him on the replay. Go ahead, Kyle. I mean, well, Uyghur's here anyway.
I could replay it for him.
No. Let's not do that for the Trey. Let's go for the next clip.
Okay.
Change the thing.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. All right.
Eyes and Knights, you've got it right.
No medal. No.
Spun around. Young moving to the middle. Young the shot. And it went off the glass high over the net.
Happy Halloween to you too.
Trying to clear. Didn't get it out. Sakic held it in. Still held in. Uwe Krupp shot and score!
And
congratulations to the Avalanche. It didn't come quite as easy as I think even they thought.
Too late, Scott Slayer.
Uwe Krupp.
4 minutes and 31
That's
seconds.
the look of a man who knows his team was just did his damnedest to win, but it was just, the Avalanche were a machine.
All right, go ahead and pause it.
Oh God.
Oh, it's over. Yeah.
That's nice. Oh God, my eyes, I can still see it even when I close them.
Now for that team picture that freezes a moment forever.
Once it's going to hit black in a second. Yeah, here we go.
Oh.
All right. We'll take a brief 10-second intermission here. I'm going to get us something to drink here. Get your cupcake. I'll get us something to drink because I don't know about you. We don't sweat bullets over here.
Let's see. There's a water. I got my water.
Oh, you got your water there? Okay, so I'll get myself something to drink, and I'll be right back, and then we'll move on to the next thing.
So you want me to have a cupcake?
Yeah, I need one. I'm dying.
Ghost Slayer says those 4 games were burned into my memory and also cremated into the abyss of forget. Riley says, Kyle, you look like Joe Sackett. So tonight's spooky treat, these are pumpkin cream cheese cupcakes. I hope they win. I hope they taste delicious. Yes?
Graveyard scene.
Yes.
That's what's next anyway, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
So, up next, for your enjoyment while I indulge in one of these cupcakes, enjoy another treat. A rather spooky tour of my haunted graveyard. Welcome, foolish mortals, to the haunted graveyard. I am your host, your ghost host. Kindly stay together and make room for everyone. There's no turning back now. Should you decide to join us, final arrangements may be made at the end of the tour. We have many, countless happy haunts here. But there's always room for more. Any volunteers? We find it delightfully eerie in this ghostly graveyard. Every tree crawls with creepy creeps. And beneath the ground, bones quake. Shh. Listen. So hurry back, we would like your company. Hurry back, hurry back. Be sure to bring your death certificate. If you decide to join us, make final arrangements now. We've been dying to have you. Boo!
Okay, so look at Trey.
We should replay Uyghur just for him.
Oh well, he can watch it on the replay. Remember, other people got to watch too. Okay, so what do we got next? Yeah. All right. So the next clip, it's 2 clips. I think I put one in. I put a little space in between the 2. Now these 2. Oh, wait a minute. Excuse me. I'll be right back.
Did you forget a certain 2012 or?
No, I have to get the other part. Hold on, I'm coming right back.
All right, we shall be right back. All right, so please stand by as our other host. Let's see.
Remember the clips that we're getting ready to watch, Kyle, I had to change.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yes. Jaws is returned.
So we have moved on from the horror that was Mackenzie Weegar, and we have now moved on to the next stage of hell. Play the video, Kyle.
Let's see.
We're actually doing both because it was so bad.
Oh.
Franz Nielsen catches the rebound for the first time. The Islanders
It's not like there's a lot of hits.
Cerebral again, a little interchange of lanes. Now attack the goal. Quick shot on goal, force a rebound, jump on it, stick it to the back of the net. Franz Nielsen shoots it. Eventually he's going to end it up, but it all started with a slick breakout.
And under 40 seconds remaining in the Huberdeau penalty. Line across, here comes another shot, and a glove stop by Luongo.
Great White says, I love this video. You can hear the ghost of Fluffy calling.
Yeah.
Feed it back to Barkov, who was late joining his mates in front score. Alexander Barkov.
And
Because there's more than just Trocheck was
Was
tripped.
it an offside? Moving into the zone.
That's the part
That's
everybody
offside.
needed. But there's
Don't
another
know.
part
That will
that
not be
people
a goal.
forget
That's
about.
offside.
Well,
Watch
let's see
his
the
foot.
stretch.
His foot's up off the ice.
No, well, is it?
After a video review, the call on the ice stands. It's inconclusive.
But Yager re-energizes the cycle. Barkov off the bench, drops the puck off, goes to the net with his stick on the ice.
All of
Ray says, I miss Fluffy's movie.
Takes an extra one wide. Look out. And an outlet, and here's a 2-on-1. Islanders with a chance, Levy! And Luongo got a piece of that. It looked like it may have grazed
It
the
did. It
post.
grazed the outside of the post.
feels like ages ago when I
Islanders can't clear.
saw these games.
Shot knocked down.
Yep.
Back to Lindblad again. Kicked to the corner by Grace.
First overtime.
Barkov, Huberdeau's in front. Kulikov again, shot. Big ricochet in front. Where is it? Back it comes. And we're going to have
Penalty
a
shot.
penalty shot.
And Eisenhower says, Jaws, what did we do to deserve this?
Barkov against Thomas Grace for the win. Stopped by Grace.
Oh,
Game saver.
Thomas Rice
Forget.
doesn't flinch, just stays with Alex Barkov and shuts it.
oh.
He's got it. Up high. Kyle Opozo fires off the ball. Loose in front. Luongo down. Scramble. And it's still loose.
Right.
And finally knocked to the boards. 3 Panthers. Here's Purcell in. Across. Knocked down.
Oh,
Pass gets through, the game is over.
In he comes. Rather than shooting, looks to pass off, and Travis Hamonic not only blocks the pass, looking for Yuri
Right
Hudler,
here.
but clears it away.
If he could have just threaded that pass a little further.
the Preds are down 2-1.
He wins the draw for the Islanders. It'll be Kuhlman in front of backhand.
Yeah, what Opozo did to us.
Stop for Luongo in the second overtime period. The steal, Riley Smith. Shot! And that one goes off the blocker.
Comes in, Johnny Boychuk tries to block it.
Huberdeau gets knocked down by Boychuk. Up with a Trocheck in front. Chance, rebound, and 2 big stops by Grace.
Trocheck moving the puck out.
So much overtime.
I know.
Big battles around Thomas Grace.
Hickey back, Zidlinski across, and a score! Alan Klein with his first Stanley Cup playoff goal, and it's an overtime winner for the Islanders.
Yeah.
Love the composure factor.
But yet,
Moving a D to D. That little pump
there shall
fake
still
opens
be
it
a
up for
game
Klein, and
6.
He just beats Luongo short side.
It's not a series ender.
Yeah.
19 in Bridgeport this year, a late call-up, and now an overtime hero.
So we'll take a brief second. No, don't pause it. Don't pause it. Let it. I just put a space there in case we needed to pause it. But I don't think we need to pause. I think we can just go right on through just go right on through to Game 6.
And the first elimination game in this series, Game 6, Panthers and Islanders. Oposo curls inside the line, threw it in front, and the puck was loose there. Checks in and goes to work. Kyle Oposo on the prowl, back in, block, rebound, glove stop. Doesn't have a shot. Bernier into the slot, pull him in the front, and it's whacked.
Derek says if this is a nightmare marathon, I should just rewatch the Yanks fifth inning.
Pass for Huberdeau, puts on the brakes and shot, scores! Jonathan Huberdeau has his first Stanley Cup playoff goal and an icebreaker for Florida.
Great White, it's been 30 years that they're still trying. These are lost. He played his ass off. He should have gotten the cup.
Yep.
Baseman says, Jaws, what's your costume?
Well, it's been we started off with one. We've got a couple more coming.
25 shots without a goal. That's Coleman across. Jedlinski shooting it. Doesn't get through. In the slot, Coleman. What a stop! Roberto Luongo. But stop there, and Logan Shaw's got some room. Here's Shaw in. Fires right on. And Grice has got that. Letty up along the boards. Trocheck may get a whack at it here. Vincent Trocheck drops it off. Here's Trocheck. May get a whack at it here. Vincent Trocheck drops it off. Here's Trocheck. May get a whack at it here. Vincent Trocheck drops it off. Here's the shot. Smith in front. And it rolls wide. Close call, but the Islanders still on light.
Gallant Custer says, hello, darkness, my old friend.
The final minute. Nick Letty centers. Blue puck, Luongo.
Puck just sitting there.
Walks up all alone and puts it in.
Yeah.
Trace his lips.
Kyle Okposo was on that Islanders team. Then he won a cup with the Panthers. Eisenite says, on second thought, I think Trocheck just fell.
It was actually Riley Smith that was tripped.
Ryan with a flyby in front afterwards. Centered! Luongo, another big stop. Nearly cut off, but gets to Tavares. He'll swing it across through the skates of a wide open Kyle Oposo. And the pit crew is. Got Nelson shot. Right off the logo. Rebound in front. Oh, what a chance for Shane Prince. Yager to the
Chris says, okay, we'll get him overtime for Hage's got it.
Yeah, exactly.
Deflected in, and Grice had it
Well, he says, nice Captain America costume. Thank you.
In they come. It's a big climb. Shot it high. Oh, he had top corner.
I think Smith gets the first one. Second.
Over the line. Bloody shot to the club. Stops. And a beauty by Luongo.
I think in the second overtime he hit
He's gone without a point. Had a chance in overtime or an empty net. Now
Yep.
Ding.
Ding.
And
Yep.
now sent ahead, kicked up by Oposo. Tavares, pad stop Luongo. Tavares scores! John Tavares! And the 23-year-old.
Okposo. Yes.
Son of a bitch.
Yes, Okposo was there. And then he went on to win a cup with us. And the Islanders are still looking for that cup.
Another look at the wraparound, the quick hands, and the finish.
Bitch.
Ray, we talked to him this
If
morning,
Luongo wanted to win a cup, this was the chance, and the Panthers blew it. I mean, he did get his name on the cup.
the
Yeah.
superstar took care of business.
Okay.
All right,
I'll be back.
So,
I'll be back in a few minutes.
hang on. First, Jason Todd gave us $20.
Hey, thank you, Jason. Thank you, buddy.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jason. Thank you, buddy. Trocheck, thanks you. All right, I'll be back, Carl.
So, this couldn't be more humbling, but also a very spooky idea. Y'all have been crushing it as a team lately. Happy Halloween. Thank you, Jason. So, yes, games 5 and 6 against the Islanders. in 2016 were heart-crushing. But there is an interesting thing that we have been able to do. Trey said, show us in our awful winter classic jerseys. Knight says, my heart hurts. So, yes. Games 5 and Game 6 against the Islanders. This should have been the year that talented Panthers team made it past the first round of the playoffs. But here is some good news. I actually have met with an anonymous source who claims to know exactly what happened in that Panthers Islanders series and why the Panthers were never going to win that series, or how they were, but they got cheated out of it. Yes, prior to that series, the Islanders had the longest drought of not winning a playoff series. So, ladies and gentlemen, here is the anonymous source. All right. Hello, good sir. I see you have taken the proper precautions to keep yourself anonymous. So, first question about the Panthers and Islanders series. Headed into the series, was either team made aware of any bias or any predetermined outcome for the series by the NHL or Gary Bettman?
The chicken ate banana cream pie pancakes. Every time the sun hides behind the moon, donkeys eat vanilla.
Fascinating. So, touching on that Game 5, there have been rumors that Barkov was somehow interfered with on that penalty shot, and that he would have made that penalty shot to win the game, but that either something got into his eye or that something happened to him. Do you know if any of that is true?
Pumpkinhead, Evil Dead, Rocky Horror Picture Show, Kamala Harris.
Really? You don't say. Okay. So I guess
I can only answer one more question.
What was that?
One more question.
Oh, yes. I was just literally in the middle of saying my last and most important question. Okay. Think about this really hard and long. Was Trocheck tripped?
Yager, shaved head, girlfriend shaved back, lemonade stand, chicken fritters, manscaped shaved balls.
Oh my God, no wonder you're an anonymous source. If the NHL knew who you were, you'd be a dead man walking. I can't be entirely sure you aren't a dead man walking. What are you hiding under that mask? Could you tell us, please?
Epstein didn't kill himself. I am not a crook. Goodbye.
It appears we have lost the anonymous source. Well, I guess he just came on to say the very wise words of a true anonymous source. So it would be about this time, if I was not in a ridiculous costume, that you would probably catch me doing the Michael Jackson Thriller dance. let's see how ridiculous I look on camera. Yeah. Gunslinger says throat check was tripped. Blind people around the world agree. Let's see. Yeah. Throat check was tripped. Throat check was tripped. Yeah, this is the one move every puggy can do if you want to do the Michael Jackson Thriller. There's also I'm trying to mess it up. Yeah. I probably look incredibly silly. But yeah, okay, I did the dance.
Okay. I believe.
Yes.
Yes, that is where we are. Oh my God. So now we have 2 segments left. Following segment, do you have it ready to go? Following segment is not one that many of you would have expected. Again, this is not actually before Kyle's time. This is the first time Kyle experienced Florida Panthers.
Yeah.
Press play, my son.
Already have.
Stephen Weiss back to Campbell. Weiss shoots.
Checker. Banana.
637 games without a playoff game to his register before this series. Stephen Weiss had 5 power play goals in the regular season. He's got 3 in this series. He's not a shoot-first centerman, he's a pass-first centerman. But this is a perfect shot up over the shoulder of Marty Brodeur as Weiss takes the perfect Brian Campbell pass and cuts the lead in half. And Bill Torrey this time is the more exciting one. So now it's back to 4-on-4 for 51 seconds, barring more penalties. Then Florida will get another power play for 51 seconds. Penalty for the late game to the Devils with 3:48 to go in the third period. Bend, and finally the Devils break as Zidlichki clears the puck up over the glass. Thomas Fleischmann gets the great feed across the ice here from Versteeg, but it hits his foot and deflects wide of the net. And then Zidlichki wants to clear this off the glass. He misses, it goes over. And that Panther power play that's carried them all season has a chance to tie it late. And the Panthers win the draw. Kulikov plays it there for Kopetsky. Thomas Kopetsky centers it. Marcel Gauthier's shot was off a stick. Drops in behind the goal. Garrison racing to it. He led the Panthers in power play goals in the regular season. Scored 9 of them. Walking in. Shot taken. Marcel Gauthier. Tie game. On the previous power play goal, Marcel Gotch won the face-off to start the play. Stephen Weiss cashes it in. The play is kept in at the blue line. Kopechki with the traffic in front of the net. And watch Gotch off the bottom corner. He comes to the net and takes the rebound. Kopechki tied up with Volchenkov. He falls down in front of Brodeur, and the rebound lands right on the stick of Marcel Gotch. Brodeur can't close it. Down to the Panthers fight back. And it's a second power play goal for them, and they have evened the score.
Kovalchuk, there is clearly something wrong.
He's been stationary most of the night, saves his burst of speed for when he thinks there's a real clear advantage. To me, it's clear that he's just nowhere near 100%.
Now a loose puck rolling down to the Jersey goal, and Brodeur plays that ahead to Clarkson. And this is now the longest game of the 2012 playoff. Clarkson on it. Puck there by Kulikov. Bouncing puck goes to Adam Henry. In shoots, scores! Adam Henry! The overtime winner! And the Jersey Devils are going to the second round of the Stanley Cup playoffs.
Yeah. That was Theodore Jose.
He scored his first career playoff goal to open the scoring of the game, and his second finishes it.
Well, what a way for a young player to make his mark in the playoffs. And at the other end of the ice, it was a brilliant performance for Marty Brodeur as he made 43 stops.
And for Peter DeBoer, who coached this Panther team for 3 years, a series win in a hard-fought 7-game contest that went to overtime in games 6 and 7.
Panthers got revenge on Adam Henrique in the. Henrique, was he on that team?
No, he was on last year's team, Edmonton.
No, I mean, was he on the Devils?
He was the one that scored the goal. The game-winning goal.
All those years ago. And
So that was the first playoff series he watched. And Brother Gene was at the house. We were watching that game, obviously. And when it was 2-0 to start the third, Brother Gene went home. And Kyle looked at me and said, "This is what we do, son. We sit here and we watch this game no matter what happens." Mm-hmm. And then we came back, and he learned the hard way that just because you come back don't mean you're always going to win.
Yeah.
Now we got one more clip and one more little thing for you. Now, this last clip is very short. I would ask you to make sure you don't have any food in your stomach. Make sure you don't have any drink. This one's going to be tough to watch. Not just for what happens, but for who talks about it.
Yeah.
In fact, as soon as he's done talking, I think I'm going to have to leave the room. Go ahead and play the clip, Kyle.
Someone in here suggested us, I'll just bring up as honorable mention, the 1997 overtime goal versus the Rangers.
Yeah, but we weren't winning that series, though. You know what I mean? Yeah. Once they traded Stu Barnes for
Chris Wells, it was already a nightmare.
It was already a nightmare, yep.
Jake says, Brodeur was supposed to be old in that series, damn it.
Yeah, right?
Okay, last clip.
And then your torture is almost over. For those of you
they want to interact, and we like to interact with them on.
Gerard Gallant was fired after the game. Florida saying goodbye after his second season as the Panthers coach. He just signed an extension in January. It was also the runner-up for Jack Adams last year. Now, Tom Rowe, who was the GM, will take over as interim head coach. He has no NHL head coaching experience, but he spoke about the changes earlier today.
I think it was the inconsistency of the team. We felt, one game we played really well. Last night, first period was the best period of the year, and then second period we collapsed and lost the game in the second period. So I think that was what drove it, and to put it in one word, I would say just the inconsistency so far. We feel we got a great team, and we want to play a very fast, attacking, aggressive style that the fans want to come to the rink and watch every single night. But the one message we want to get to them is that we're all together on this thing. We all want to pull in the same direction. And yeah, change, like you said, is never an easy thing. You disrupt an awful lot of families, and emotions come along with that. But we'll get through it, and we're going to be a great team, and we just got to get through a little bit of this adversity.
Oh, well, that was all my dad could take. Yes, the infamous firing of Gerard, Gallant. And Jake says, ugh, Elmer Fuds. Trace says we're firing more recent inlets. Yeah, fired Gerard, Gallant, and Emperor Palpatine became interim head coach. So yes, it is most likely one of the scariest moments in Panthers history, where a coach who led us to the playoffs the previous year and had been nominated for the Jack Adams Award got fired at the start of a long road trip and was made to depart the stadium via taxi because the team had rebuilt itself to try and be like the Penguins in the offseason. But here I have our very last special guest of the night. I have actually managed to track down and get a hold of an interview with the great Mr. Magoo himself, Tom Rowe. Hello, Mr. Rowe. You are looking very healthy. Yes, it is very important to have a good diet and a good constitution. So, before I ask you the first question, yes, Mr. Krabs gives me a great first question. So, what was your thought process when you decided to give up Jonathan Marchessault, one of the brightest stars in an otherwise lost season, surrender him to the Vegas expansion draft just so that the Golden Knights would also take Riley Smith off of your hands? What was your process in thinking how that would benefit the Panthers? Fascinating. Absolutely fascinating. No wonder the Panthers hired you as GM in the first place. So, I must ask, I'll make this my second question. So, what has it been like in the time since you were with the Panthers? Hold on. Before you leave, I have one more question. One last question, because it appears you need medical attention.
Okay.
So, My last question is, when Gerard Gallant was fired and you were made the interim head coach as well as still being GM, how do you feel is the difference between how you felt you performed as both GM and head coach and how the organization and fan base thought you performed? What are your thoughts and having to handle both responsibilities at once? Oh, yes. That's right, Mr. Rowe. Jaws was going to forget to show the pumpkins. You can use that to get one up on him. He always describes you as some Shadow Lord ghoul, some devious mastermind trying to undermine the Panthers at every turn. Show the other pumpkin. So that center it a little more. There we go. So, yeah, that is the other pumpkin I carved. So, yes. Well, Mr. Rowe, it has been. There's a switch on the back. If you hit the on switch, it'll turn on the sound. It's on the back of the thing. Turn on the sounds, flip it the other way. Oh, thank you for your well wishes, Mr. Rowe. Yes, Fluffy would have loved to meet you. All right. So, that almost concludes tonight's festivities. I shall just wait for Jaws to reappear. He missed a prime opportunity to say hello to Mr. Rowe himself. Ashley asks, how is nobody laughing? I'm sure at least one of you must be laughing. So, Mr. Crab says, I was wondering what Tom Rowe was up to these days. Yeah. I carved 2 pumpkins, Spaceman. What about Dale Talon? What's he up to now? David, you're enjoying yourself? Well, I like the poem you came up with earlier, Spaceman. All right. So
I think that I've done enough damage to myself for one night. During one of the costume changes, I was rushing, and I had my clothes hanging up on the banister for the stairs. Yeah. And as I was taking off the shirt, forearm meet banister, and it's like I hit the funny bone, but on my forearm. And I mean, my whole arm is like pins and needles right now. That's beautiful. So All right, everybody. We hope you enjoyed. We hope you guys had a great time. If you didn't see it from the beginning, definitely want to rewind, because if you didn't see the beginning, you missed the beginning. And if you missed the beginning, you were unburdened by what the beginning was, but you can still see the beginning because the beginning is still there, because it is always there, because time is always there, because the beginning is always there.
True, just now is joined us. True, Halloween is over and you missed it.
That's okay. As soon as we end the stream, it'll be ready for to be rewatched. Thank you all for joining us. We'll see you tomorrow.
All right.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, see you tomorrow.
1 o'clock.
1 o'clock. I
yeah,
think.
like we'll start the stream like 5 minutes before, like at 1 o'clock. Yeah.
All right.
All right, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Hope you had a good time.
Happy Halloween, everybody.
Happy Halloween.
Good night. Ooh. I heard that, Sasha. Good night, everyone. Enjoy your Halloween.